This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Florida Gators. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Gators ready to kick it away first. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They'll give it to Hardy. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Long way to go on second down. Right back to it. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Pulls and fired complete. Could not make his way to the corner. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Give to the running back. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Holstein. That's caught. It's Gibson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Draw play. It's Gibson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Firing to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
If you're going to throw a comeback in man-to-man, I got to trust my guy is going to beat that guy. And this quarterback, you could tell, really did a good job of trusting this wide receiver, and that's why he gets the first down.
Just smothered on the play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Between the hashes, it's Hoffman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The Tigers need to pick it up on 4th down. quarterback would keep it. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big...
Breaks away on the left. The 50. The 30. The 20. Inside the 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gibson. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Swamped immediately.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Into the end zone, and he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Under pressure. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll try to run it in with Hardy.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Got it near midfield. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Again, running right, it's Gibson. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. It's 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Ball. Shows him the stiff arm. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Handoff for Jarrett. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Moving out to the right. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for an alley. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Hardy. And he's brought down after a short gain. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Breaks the tackle. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Huffman. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Tight end now in motion. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. pulling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Give to the left, it's Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with the Temple Owls taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's Temple who have the lead in the first half in a battle of two.
He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he's coming out of the end zone. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Snags it quickly on the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Buying time to his right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Gibson again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Breaks into the open. The 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets into the 30.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Eli Holstein to throw. Wilson has it over the middle. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They'll need a bunch on second down. Handoff for ball. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like he'll get a win because he'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his target. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Here's Holstein to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball, they wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. Beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Throwing, Holstein. He wants to go deep. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So the final period starts with a second down play. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, but you're going to have time to throw.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these situations.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Missouri wants to go fast. Wants to throw it. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. They get to him as he throws. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Sets his feet. It's Lindsey. Out wide right, it's Ball. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
I think at this point in the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last third down. I think you got to
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. Holstein. Catch in the middle. It's Abrams.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Left side is Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And he gets rid of it.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been a...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. This offense has it with really good field position. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Offense at an empty set. Making the adjustment. Eli Holstein to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Abrams. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Sets his feet. It's Holstein. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Florida. And the pummeling has started. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. He's got it down the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Wilson. Still looking to his right. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here's Holstein to throw. Finds his man. It's Abrams. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Gators want to move quickly. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Touchdown, Florida! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Sells the run, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
the defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Wants to throw one first. In traffic, it's Terry. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Sells to fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.